I like historical fiction. Historical fiction, you might say, is my favorite genre. And I think historical fiction should be taught in high schools, but in the English class. It's literature, it's fiction. Well, apparently they don't get that in Oklahoma because Oklahoma's public school history teachers will soon be requiring their teachers to say that the Democratic Party stole the 2020 presidential election from President Donald Trump. I mean, they won't say maybe exactly those words, but that will be the gist of it. 60 different courts have rejected that theory. Not only that, but CISA, a division of the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, declared the 2020 election the most secure election in American history. And that is a quote. Well, they're not going to pay any attention at all to that. They are going to continue to advance those debunked claims about his 2020 presidential election, suggesting that mail-in balloting is open to fraud. And so many people, it was such a big election the last time that they had a lot of opportunities for fraud. This is where they're going to go with it. This new curriculum has been drafted by a review committee that includes Kevin Roberts, president of the Heritage Foundation, that Washington, D.C. think tank that came up with Project 2025. And by the way, it has on that committee an old friend of mine. He used to be a friend of mine anyway, Dennis Prager. He was a friend before he went crazy. So I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I graduated high school in McAlester, Oklahoma, and never heard a word about the Tulsa Race Massacre until I'd moved from Oklahoma several years later. My guess is they still don't include that ugly chapter in our history. And I guess ignorance is bliss. That must be their approach. I can't imagine why they think it's good for people to become ignorant and stay that way when they graduate high school. But to start teaching clear fiction as fact is one more step backward for the state of Oklahoma. And any self-respecting history teacher is surely going to be looking for work somewhere other than Oklahoma. New hires will come out of that MAGA cauldron of cultists whose goal is not to educate, but to indoctrinate. I'm so glad I got out of there.